Tirana, Albania. I want to talk to you guys about the truth and the dark side of online biz, because the truth is it's not spoken about as much as it should be, because it's a lot harder if you're just starting out, if you have the wrong expectations. And what you see online when it comes to the flashiness, the cars, the lifestyle, the money, the watches, yes, that's all true. I'm living proof of the travel lifestyle right now, but it's a lot harder than what it initially seems like. And it's all about setting the right expectation and having the right frame of mind. And when it comes to actually growing in online biz, the truth is the company, the agency, whatever it is, isn't going to grow until you grow. And what that means is understanding that you don't know it all, and that ego is the enemy, and that if you just shut up, invest in mentorships, invest in programs, realize you know nothing, ask questions, get in the right circles, get in the right groups, then anything is truly possible. And in the beginning, I spoke to you guys multiple times on this channel that for the first 3 months, I thought I could do everything myself. And what resulted as a cause of that, as a consequence of that, was a little over $1,000 being made. And so I said to myself, okay, if I continue to do this for the next 2 to 3 months, what do I think is going to happen? Because one of the best ways you can predict the future is by understanding and knowing what happened in the past. And so I said, okay, I can't do everything myself. I thought I could, completely wrong. What's the next best move on the chessboard? Invest into a program. Worst case scenario, got scammed. Best case scenario, get everything I've ever wanted, get the right information, the right tools, and then take off from there. And so that was the case. And when it comes to online programs, don't listen to people that say everything's a scam online or whatever it is, because the truth is if you look at those people who say it's a scam, it's just out for money grabs, look at their lives and seeing if you want to live their life. If you don't want to live their life and you see how they're living, don't take advice from those people. That's a pretty rock solid piece of advice I was given a couple months ago. It was like, if you don't take advice from anybody's life you don't want to live. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, I'm just saying that like what you're doing is so specific and so tailored and so niche. It's like if you took advice from everyone, then everything would just be scattered. You won't know where to find the right information for them, whatever, right? So the company isn't going to grow until you grow, whether it's a limiting belief, whether it's your skill set, whether it's a mindset, whatever it so be, it's not going to grow until you grow. And money's an infinite game, education's an infinite game, and there's so much information out there that you just have to put yourself in the right situation and the right mindset. And for example, I joined the program, joined the mentorship, I got off the tarmac, I made some money, and now for the last couple months it's been like stagnant 10 to 15. And what does that mean? New information, new data sets, new programs, new courses, and just go all in. But you have to define though in the beginning like what you want. What is it you want from life? What is it you want from the agency? And you have to have a big enough why to actually get going in the first place. And in the beginning, we all know the different stages of starting something new. It's you're optimistically delusional and you just get dopamine rushes and you're super excited to start something new. You're gonna make loads of money. That's what you think, and it's the incline in starting something new. This stage lasts anywhere from immediately starting to the first couple of weeks. Once you get slapped in the face and you realize how hard it actually is, how wrong of expectations you set for yourself, that's where you get punched and you get beat up a shit ton, and that's the sharp decline. And that sharp decline is 2, 3, 4, 5 months in, after not seeing results and saying to yourself, okay, this isn't working, let's just hop to the next thing. Let's just start something new. And from that steep decline, a lot of people just fall off. That's where a lot of people just change, switch up, whatever it so be. But once you have the right expectations, once you understand that pain and suffering is a prereq to everything you've ever desired, and you have the right frame of mind, understand that it's not going to be easy, then it's going to make the process a lot easier for you, with a big enough why, with purpose, with doing the inputs and then taking action, right? That's all a given, and that's all a no-brainer. So you have to stick to one thing for long enough. And Alex Hormozi said, the person that loves walking is going to beat that person that loves the destination. And entrepreneurship is not a game of first one to make a quick buck or first one to make 100K a month. It's the person who stays in the longest. And that's the truth. The person who stays in the longest, you build up a crap ton of social proof, authority, influence over time, and so it just evolves into a monster and compounds onto itself through compound interests. But going back to the point of this video, the dark side, the dark truth, you have to set the right expectations. Understand that's not going to be what you expect in the beginning. Unless, of course, you are familiar with this. There are exceptions to the rule, of course, right? But for the most part, if you're brand new, it's going to be a lot harder. You're going to have to just focus, do the inputs, go into the trenches in the beginning, and try not to compare and focus on the outcome of these people who are flashing this lifestyle, who are flashing all these cars and stuff. Right? Like, I'm not saying that it's impossible, you shouldn't pay attention to it. Just be aware of it and just know that, like, you can have that life, but it comes as an output of doing the right inputs. So I hope this video helps you guys set the right expectation, have the right frame of mind, in actually understanding what it's going to take and what to expect in the beginning. And I kind of wish someone taught me this a little bit earlier, but it's okay. We're here now, and we know what to do moving forward. So I hope this video is of somewhat of value, but I mean, Albania is incredible, guys. Look at this. Beautiful city, beautiful city. Some of the stereotypes, are true. Like one of my friends here was like, all the guys dressed in black and they're as if they're gonna like jump you or mug you. And, you know, some truth to that, right? But it's an interesting city. It seems like slow and fast at the same time. The people seem to be pretty welcoming. The culture's pretty cool. Food's amazing. And going back though to the point of this video, I hope this is of interest and of value to you guys, and I will see you in the next.